Hey, I got a great knock-knock joke, but you have to start it. Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. I can't remember what we're due for here, so I'm gonna random, and we're gonna have an Eve run, and that'll be fun for a few moments. Oh, you know what? I gotta get a jail-free card, because this is the seed that we played. It's the daily challenge from a few days ago, so I get to random again, and I randomed Isaac. That might make some of you very angry, and if so, I apologize for that, but I was well within my rights, you know? You don't want to see me run the same, trust me when I say that you don't want to see me run that same, you know, daily challenge from June 19th, 2014, considering I got Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, the ability to fly, etc., etc. I'm gonna take Bloody Lust right off the bat. I know I'm an idiot, it's a special item and I should have waited, but that is a-okay by me. With our, okay, maybe you did want to see me play that earlier daily challenge, because already starting with Rage and Lord of the Pit is a pretty fucking solid first floor. And we almost got all of our health back as well. So this is a really good first start. This is some pretty sweet RNG, and I went to the curse room right away because I wasn't too worried about, you know, actually generating a deal with the devil, because it's the first floor, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. Famine, I'm gonna shoot you a few times, of course, but I would also like you to spawn many, many flies. You think you get a rage, like, pip, you know, a rage upgrade every time you, you kill 2 enemies. So we'll keep this little song and dance charade up here until I get red tears, which I have now, and then we'll just finish the fight, and I expect this is gonna go very, very well. Cube of Meat, Rage, and Lord of the Pit, which is flying plus speed, is a pretty fucking awesome first floor. That solves a lot of problems. Not really, like, it doesn't solve our damage problem, but just having the ability to fly so early is kind of crazy. And the extra defense from the Cube of Meat is fine, and we're gonna move onwards here. Now, watch out for the explosive barrel. Might be best to just ignore it. It's okay. More bombs is usually good. Probably try to find our boss room as soon as possible. Then the one bad thing, and it's not even a bad thing, it's just the one thing that reminds me that I'm an idiot about having Lord of Pit is that probably 75% of my abilities to fly come from picking up a Spirit of the Night, typically on a deal with the devil room, right? So whenever I fly, I automatically assume that I also have Spectral Tears, and that could end up getting me into the smallest amount of trouble. So I'm hoping that that doesn't end up being the case. Like for here, I would love to just be able to hide behind this rock and, you know, fire shots over top and not really face too much risk. Unfortunately, we can't really do that. And I thought about using a bomb on this fight to make it a little simpler, but Duke of Flies has very low HP to begin with, and we're going to be able to build a lot of rage off of the enemies that he creates. Almost got nailed there. If we can just manage to get, like, HP upgrade, deal with the devil, you know, mark pact, etc., at this point, that would be awesome. We shall see. I think I've earned a deal with the devil, in my opinion at least. And we did indeed get that HP upgrade, which I think is worth taking unless there was 9 lives in here. Now I'm good, you guys. I'm not gonna pick up Mom's Knife, because I had it on the last run that I did, even if I don't have it on the last run that's on video. So I'm gonna re-roll it, and I'm too good. I'm too good to you people. I'm gonna take Guppy's tail. You know why? I don't mean anything, you know, offensive by you people either. I was just cracking a joke. Don't get too bent out of shape. I'm gonna take Guppy's tail because I think it's gonna be more interesting. If we become Guppy, I'm a genius. That's a big part of my, you know, motivation for doing anything in life, is being seen as not quite the idiot that I am. Apart from that, oh, we're definitely gonna be able to go to this mob trap room. If we get more keys, then obviously it's awesome. Red chest, really? Well, at least it's not a golden chest just yet. Sacrificial dagger is fine. It's not like we're gonna get a chance to re-roll it anyway. So yeah, basically, I look like a genius if we become Guppy. That's a big motivator for me. Beyond that, we may also, you know, actually get something useful out of golden chests. We never know. Yeah, so we're getting pretty close to this whole Guppy situation, you know? It's unfortunate I won't be able to re-roll that. Do I want to do this? I won't die, because I have the ability to fly. Really? I mean, this is kind of shitty, but sure. You know, I have to get hurt again. No, I don't want to do that. Just to get into that boss trap room, so I thought about using Guppy's paw and putting myself at, like, 6 spirit hearts, but I think that's way riskier than being at 2 red hearts, so we can always rethink that if we get an HP upgrade in here, which we don't. I think it's still worth fighting for, and the reason I think it's still worth fighting for is, Well, you know what? It's probably totally not worth fighting for. If we get hit once against Monstro, this could actually be a pretty problematic situation for me. One hit from Monstro could actually kill me. It's unlikely. It would have to be one of the big shots, but it's happened before in the past, you know? If only this had been an HP upgrade instead of a range upgrade, I'd be feeling a lot better, but we're not in a sad state of affairs yet. Everything's going fine. It just does have the potential to go sour on this room, which is, you know, not an encouraging feeling considering I had 4 HP a little while ago, but the sacrifices I made have given me Guppy's tail and put me, you know, 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy instead of what would have previously just been 1/3. Now, the other thing that I could do, and this actually might be a viable strategy, is I could use Guppy's Paw to change one of my HP into 3 Spirit Hearts. And the reason I would want to do that, even though it seems super suspect, is because it would guarantee that that pill could not be an HP downgrade. And beyond guaranteeing that it can't be an HP downgrade, it would actually turn it into an HP upgrade. But it's a pretty low chance, probably like a 1 in 15 chance that it would be an HP downgrade to begin with. So it really comes down to, is that, you know, something that I would want to do regardless? And I think the answer to that question is probably no. So let's take the pill. It's a speed upgrade, so I think this was handled properly. We have some red hearts. We got what we needed. We're not gonna fight greed on this floor anywhere, so I think we go down to the next floor, and I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. That's what I'll say about that. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, that was a very convenient key to find. And, you know, remote detonator. Again, I've mentioned this a few times, but if you have to get an item that you have to reroll, remote detonator is one of the best ones, because you get 5 bombs out of it, which is nothing to sneeze at. You know, there is an item that just gives you 10 bombs, so getting 5 bombs for free and still having a reroll pedestal as a result is pretty solid. Now, we have some crazy speed. We should be able to get away from pretty much anything as long as I plan appropriately. Just trying to generate rerolls for now. There's our first golden chest. I expect that to happen a lot, but I also expect... Yeah, we'll take that. That there will be like a bombs or key or something somewhere along the line that I can use to get a whole bunch of keys, and then, you know, Guppy's tail ends up being less of a liability and more of an awesome, you know, benefit. So we got quad shot. Quad shot is typically excellent. Happy to have it. Quad shot plus rage. It seems like a decent synergy. There is a curse room. It's tempting, but I can't go to it until I get more HP, in my opinion. And I am very concerned about our HP situation here. I'm glad we're on the caves. If we were on the catacombs, I'd probably be a little bit more scared. And I'm scared now so that I can be comfortable later, you know? That's the situation I find myself in, I think. Did you fucking see the speed of that fly? I want you to go back and look at that in slow-mo. Like, clock that, put Usain Bolt next to it for a comparison, because sincerely, I have never seen that shit before in my life. That was insanity. So we're at full health again, which is great. That feels good after that fly executed the most bullshit, you know, Donovan Bailey style 100-meter dash I've ever seen in my entire life. What is this? What is this? That is just a bunch of spiders. I'm hoping to get some more red hearts so that I can justify going to the curse room early, even though it might cost us red hearts that would, you know, maybe lower our chances for a trip to a deal with the devil. It's kind of, you know, it's a double-edged sword, so to speak, because I would rather not waste all of the rerolls that we're wasting right now, but I really can't, you know, if possible, I would rather not give up any odds of getting a deal with the devil, but I don't know. If possible, I would still rather not go to the curse room until we have more HP than we would lose, so we can replenish back to full health. But unfortunately, everything is kind of going in the wrong direction with respect to that right now. That feels pretty good, actually. There could be an arcade on this floor. We can make good use of an arcade. Gamble to get some keys, actually open up some golden chests maybe, or make enough money on a blood bank to visit the shop. Keys? No keys. Money and bombs. Well, okay, you know what? It's a little ballsy, but I'm gonna go to the curse room right away. I'm gonna explain my reasoning. We'll lose a spirit heart, won't lower our deal with the devil chances, and I have a reroll available. Could possibly become Guppy. That's not Guppy. That is certainly not Guppy. There's almost nothing Guppy about it. I will also take this opportunity to look for potential secret rooms. We know it can't be in that room just to our left, so it's possible it could be in that room that's adjacent to the shop and the item room. And I really hope that's the case, but I don't want to commit to it yet because, you know, there's going to be plenty of other opportunities. I think that's a pretty unlikely spawning location for it. And, you know, there's a lot of other possible options. If that does end up being the case, though, that would be the ideal place for it, because we could actually get access to the item room and the shop without having to spend any keys, which we don't have right now, so that's, you know, a very net positive, I'd say. Okay, half red heart. Really just exploring at this point. Tinted rocks, very lovely. Damage upgrade would be nice. We didn't get one, but we did get a key. So that allows us to at least go to our other item room. And we got some bombs back as well. We'll get that bomb on our way. But first things first, we're gonna go to the item room. You know what? Yeah, we are. I was thinking maybe we'd go to the shop instead, but there is a chance that greed could be on this shop, so I don't want to give this shop too much credit. And actually, before we use this key, why don't we just try? We got plenty of bombs. No, that would have been way awesome, but oh well. That's an HP upgrade. That makes me feel way better about myself. And if Guppy's tail shows... Sorry, not Guppy's tail. If 9 lives shows up, I will take it. I will. It'll put me in a bit of a problematic situation, but... And it would make it so that I should have waited on picking up these HP upgrades, but that happens pretty rarely, and even if it does happen, I'll just be stoked to have become Guppy. So I think I'll probably not be too worried about that. So, we're back to what I would consider a decent level of HP for the caves. Obviously, our defense is great, and, oh, that thing can actually fly over the turret, huh? I had no idea. Yeah, obviously our defense is great, and our offense pretty solid as well. Another key. Probably save that for the potentiality of being able to go to this shop. Probably more valuable than just opening a random golden chest. Not always, but on average. If I had to guess, at least. Come on, work with me here. Okay. Keep moving on. Hey, free key. That's always awesome. We will open a golden chest with that. Probably should do it sooner rather than later. We might get enough money to actually make the shop worthwhile, but I was thinking that maybe we'd reach a dead end here anyway, so why not? Why not finish the job, you know? Please don't jump. Please don't jump. Please, there we go. Alright, plenty of bombs. Again, a bombs or key pill would be excellent right now. Let's see what we got. Enough money to almost make the shop worthwhile, but enough red hearts to certainly make the arcade a very tempting proposition if we get lucky and one actually exists. More keys, so we will open up that. Maybe at this point we'll actually save one for the next floor. You know, don't want to get too big for my britches here. Or save two for, nah, it would be one, because we'll inevitably get 2 cents remaining, I think, on this floor, even if we have to look for the secret room. Alright, what do we have here? First things first, a fistula. You thought I was probably gonna rap Nicki Minaj's verse from Kanye West's 2010 smash hit track 4 on my beautiful dark twisted fantasy monster, didn't you? But in actuality, no, just having a real sentence for once in my adult life. Now, this was a very easy fight. We're very well suited to taking out Fistula. And we'll talk about that pageant boy. I know I've mentioned the whole, you know, it would be nice to have money situation, but at the same time, that would also be something that's well worth re-rolling, because we don't need that much money. And really, you know, Pageant Boy's pretty shitty. It gives you less money most of the time than you can even get on some random rooms, like especially with the ability to fly. There will be some rooms where we can pick up like 12 cents. Not secret rooms either, just rooms that have like, you know, gated nickels and stuff like that. Gated Nickels, also greatest name for like an indie country band. Try it out. I won't sue you for royalties until you get super famous on the like Mumford & Sons level, and then I can make real money. It's just a fiscally responsible decision, isn't it? Okay, now we can just sneak a couple shots into here, finish the job. There we go. Deal with the devil. Very excited about that. Those are not guppy items, so we'll re-roll them. Those are still not guppy items. There's no way I'm taking Brother Bobby here. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. We've only got one room left, right? So how do we handle this? I do think we take the coin purse. We have 3 speed upgrades. I'm going to take 2 of them. Yeah, 2 is enough. And then, bad trip. That's not so bad. At least we know that we have a full health pill in our rotation. And we have no rerolls ready, so we're not going to get any more. Might as well just take Pageant Boy, I guess, as well. And not get too ambitious here. So I would say that turned out pretty poorly for us. Relatively. I mean, we're still in a great position. And I'm just very thankful now that we did get HP on this floor from the item room. Otherwise, I'd be in a scarier situation. But, Yeah, pretty not amazing turn of events there. And no arcade makes me a sad individual here. I'm going to save 1 key for the next floor. Please don't be greed. Please just be like the compass. Alright, well, you know, at the very least, this should give us some more money. Unfortunately, if he drops the Steam sale, or it drops the Steam sale, we can't re-roll it. So we're pretty much just stuck with it. Or we could not take it, but that would be an even worse decision. So, yeah, I guess I wouldn't be too salty about the Steam sale, but I would rather just get some money, which we did. And that's going to do it for what was an interesting floor. Quad shot and an HP upgrade. Pretty good. We should still look for our secret room. It could be here. Quad shot and an HP upgrade, pretty good. 2 speed upgrades and some money, and we killed greed. And it's okay. Shitty deal with the devil. Hopefully that doesn't set a precedent for a deal with the angel in the future. Wow. See, there we go. We got 16 cents just for blowing up that slot machine. Still hoping to become Guppy. Still a very realistic chance of that happening. Plenty of curse rooms left. Still deal with the devil chances as long as we haven't given ourselves exclusively deals with the angel. We don't really want another speed upgrade. Even if we got, like, Lard and the small rock, I would be okay to just, you know, that would put us back at, like, slightly higher than default speed. Which is an okay place to be. It is, to put everything in my life into Kanye Westisms, I'm totally taking Sad Onion here. Great item, in my opinion. Great item that shows up far too rarely as well, in my opinion. For my own personal taste, anyway. But to put everything in my life into Kanye Westism, having money ain't everything, not having it is. I think there's a whole lot of truth to that. Having speed ain't everything, not having it is. Not the drug, you know, but having like a super high speed doesn't really benefit you, but having super low speed hurts you a lot. The main benefit of having high speed is that you don't have low speed. Kind of like the internet. Now, we're just gonna keep it up here, and it's going totally fine. We've got rerolls ready for whatever we want to use them for. I guess there's no reason not to take the fish head. And we've already gotten less than 3, so I actually don't think that this Gluttony can pay out with the special item that he has. That was a bad bit spell of damage, but that's okay. Hey, at least he gave us 2 Spirit Hearts. Pays to keep these Spirit Hearts stacked up just in case we do end up taking 9 lives, which I would still take. That's, you know, it's a little bit dishonest to call it a benefit, but one of the benefits, wink wink, of not getting an HP upgrade from either of our last bosses is that we won't lose that HP upgrade if we end up becoming Guppy. Now, again, it's a weird way to think about it, so I suggest that you just don't think about it too hard. So we won't take red heart damage for going to the curse room. So we will go to the curse room right away because we have rerolls ready. And the tricky thing is if this is an item, but it's not a Guppy item. Well, that is easy. I'd rather have that than have, like, I don't know, Common Cold or something show up. A great item, but if we reroll it, we'd have the chance to get the greatest item. Or one of the greatest opportunities to become Guppy, at least. There's a key, so that's going to be our shop right there. Which is not over here, but we do have a reroll ready for what I hope is a deal with the devil type area. I would like to fight war here if possible. Might as well pick up this money. Yeah, I would like to fight war. Let's see if that can happen. Monstro 2 is, you know, pretty much the easiest boss fight a young man could hope for right here. We have lots of knockback, so what I have to be concerned with is just not putting myself too close. You know, we got range. I can just keep this up like this. It's very tempting to get close because of the Sacrificial Dagger, you know? Sacrificial Dagger could end up helping us quite a lot from a damage perspective here. But I would rather not risk taking damage because that would lower my chances of getting a special room. Please give me a deal with the devil. Oh, you are a dirty fucker, aren't you? Okay, well, we got an HP upgrade. I have to take it. Its HP upgrades aren't bad. They're just potentially kind of not so great based on our situation. But hey, that's awesome. I'm going to play this until we get down to about 40 cents. My hope is that we'll win some more keys to open these golden chests. Yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully there's a shop on this floor, and hopefully we get the compass or something as a result. More Spirit Hearts, also totally fine. Stack those up. I'm hoping we get an arcade on the next floor. That's a live bomb, so yeah. That's another pill, though. And it's Balls of Steel. We'll take that right away. We got plenty of HP. So let's tackle a little bit of an uncomfortable question. If I don't become Guppy, do I have a good chance to win? I think so. I think I do. Obviously, becoming Guppy is probably the single greatest thing I could do to improve my chances. But my HP is adequate. My defense is great. Full suite of orbitals. Not the best orbitals. That was bad damage. Apart from this room, I've been playing pretty well. Decent amount of Spirit Hearts backing me up. And decent offensive potential. Largely from Sad Onion and Quad Shot. But, you know, the Rage is nice on rooms where it actually is relevant. I think we could. I think we're on the borderline of being confident about it right now. Like, I think there are some items I could get that would make me feel a lot better about things, but it's a winnable run, I'd say. Yeah, absolutely. That's an item that does help me out a lot, in my opinion. And you know what? We'll buy the Spirit Heart as well. So now we can find secret rooms, which is great because maybe I'll actually have a chance to fucking use a reroll on this floor. I shouldn't be complaining. I guess not using rerolls is a good thing. Please work. It did. And we got a little bit of money back. Okay. Well, we'll save 2 keys for the next floor. Tammy's head. Just please become Guppy's head. My best friend? You're gonna do that to me? Well, at least we took 2 items out of the rotation, huh? And the golden chest actually panned out for us. But it is down to the next floor. And... okay. We have a shop right off the bat. At least we ended up picking up the map. You know, it's no compass, but it does give me some peace of mind to be able to see where I'm going. That was a really good shot from Super Greed, but if I do say so myself, also a pretty darn good dodge. That one was not, though. It's okay. This is quite possibly the hardest room that we'll end up facing on this floor. Keep in mind, you know, we're on the depths, not Necropolis. That was a sweet sacrificial dagger kill. I would love to say that that was on purpose, but it was totally by accident. Okay. I'm actually a little bit too fast for my own liking right now. Really hoping for a small rock or something. Thank God I've got a full suite of orbitals or I would have taken so much more damage. Kind of asked for that one, didn't I? Just focus on greed and then he'll stop making the heads and you can, you know, go home to your families. And there we go. So we got the quarter. Now the quarter is a saving grace because we can reroll it. What a weird looking floor we have here. Like floor layout. And we found both of the rooms that traditionally would be, you know, rife for rerolling. Right off the bat, so that's great. The shop is good because we don't need the quarter, so we can reroll that into any other shop item. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be a Joker card or something. Magneto, huh? Well, I don't think Counterfeit Penny is really that good. I'm gonna stick with the fish head. Magneto is an item I would love to reroll. But the shop item is a little bit more pressing. Because if we can get the compass, 9-volt Nun's Habit battery, etc., etc., that would be very beneficial for me. So that's going to be where our first reroll is going to, you know, get focused on. Planning on using 2 of clubs at a later time. Bum Friend is also, in my opinion, very bad. So we're not going to take it. Or at least not good enough. Is maybe a better way to put it. A lot of the items that have shown up right now, it's not that they're bad. You know, Magneto's not bad. It is when you can fly, I guess. It's worthless, but it's just not good. And we need an item to be good now, or it's, by definition, almost bad because we're getting kind of late into the procedure here, you know? So let's see what we got in here. We know it's not a mini-boss. Just money. Let's generate another reroll here. Basically impossible to hit over here, as long as I just stay still and don't fuck it up. And there we go. Alright. I didn't even mean to kill that one like that, but it got the job done. So we'll head back. What might be for the best, even though I would want the compass, what might be for the best is Nun's Habit. I'm not going to be picky, though. Nun's Habit and then an arcade on this floor would give us a lot of potential rerolls, so we'll see. It's the compass. Not going to look a gift horse in the mouth on that one. Very happy to have it. And now we can see where we're going here. There is an arcade, and the game was nice enough to put it right next to a boss trap room. So we should be able to snag at least the boss trap room item or an HP upgrade from the arcade, you know, the blood bag. Ideally both, though. I probably should have taken damage there, but I got lucky twice in a row, actually, I'd say. And there's another one down. One more should finish the job here. Can't open that. And there's going to be a lot of suggestion, I think, that I should gamble on the arcade as much as possible to win keys. And you're not wrong. I envy you for having that level of diligence, because I do not. I'm not going to do that just because it's going to take a while, and that's not the way that I like to play Isaac. I'm in the zone right now. I want to stay in the zone. It means have it your way, BK style, you know? No? Okay. Well, I'm happy to have the red health, to be honest with you. And we have a full reroll available already. So, that means if we get IV bag, we can do something about it. Ideally, if this thing pays out, just don't pay out for one more play. Perfect? Okay, so now we come in here, and we say, well, hello there, and we reroll the speed upgrade into SQUEEZY, which I think is an awful lot better. And, you know what? Let's use 2 of clubs here. 40 bombs puts us in a good position to maybe use some on Chubb if I want to. You can Chubb if you want to. You can leave your babies to die. And if you don't Chubb, and if you don't Chubb, well, I have to ask why. That's, you know, there's many reasons I'm not in a multi-platinum 80s Australian pop metal band. You know, chief amongst them, I wasn't alive, you know, back at the time when Men Without Hats were at their popular height. I'm not Australian, no musical talent, but I like to think that if literally everything in my life had gone differently, I possibly could have been a good addition to Men Without Hats. If I was just born, you know, 25 to 30 years earlier, you know, with some musical acumen and practiced a lot when I was younger in a different country, then, a totally different side of the world, really, then it could have been fantastic. But we'll never know, will we? So, we are now, I mean, we should play the blood bank more, but I figure, why don't we clear out some more stuff up here, get another reroll charged up before we go down, just in case we do get IV bag. We're going to be doing a lot of backtracking anyway, and, you know, it's not like I have bad speed or anything like that right now, so backtracking is not as frustrating as it sometimes can be. Loving this orbital situation, that's for sure. Now, maybe we should just reroll Magneto first. We're already here. White Feather is bad. Crack the Sky, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not happy to have that. I would be super happy to have a bombs or key pill right now, though. Yes, it would give me 0 bombs, but you gotta figure that you're gonna get some bombs in these golden chests, right? That's my philosophy on things, at least. And we can't open any of these right now. So, truth be told, we really probably should be gambling more on this arcade. And I'll gamble a little bit. But first, let's just see if this works itself out. Even if it pays out with the IV bag, that's fine. It means blood bags for the rest of the game, although I never play blood banks after this point. Okay, well, here we go with this song and dance then. Red hearts and keys, ideally, are what I want. But I wouldn't be too picky about, well, I would be picky about bombs and money, but, you know, keys are great. Especially if we can get up to, like, 6 keys or something like that, put me in a position where, I can actually open some golden chests on this floor. There we go. So it happened. We got our IV bag. I don't like that. But we should get a chance to reroll it anyway. Let's keep playing until we get down to 40 cents. Not because 40 cents is a number that we need to be at, but because 40 cents is a convenient stopping point for me that won't take me 45 minutes to do. So it's going to be our last play there. And yeah, we got back to sort of close to full health. Not going to open these golden chests yet because I'm going to need these keys for the chest, which I think I have a reasonably okay chance of getting to. So my thinking is we reroll Crack the Sky first for a couple of reasons. The lazy one is that it's closer. The other one is that rerolling the blood bag, or sorry, rerolling the IV bag isn't going to give us the blood bag, right? So I'm pretty sure that they pull from basically the same pool. So I think it's okay. Like, I think it really doesn't matter which one we reroll. So honestly, that lazy reason becomes kind of the canonical reason, the objectively best reason in my reasoning anyway. Sorry to use reason so much there. I had a few too many bowls of Raisin Bran for breakfast this morning. I'm just joking. I don't eat Raisin Bran. I don't have anything against Raisin Bran. I think Raisin Bran's alright. It's just not a cereal that I would really... You know, if I'm going to buy a cereal to eat healthy, then I'm just... shouldn't have done this. This is going to cost us a reroll, actually. If I'm going to buy a cereal to eat healthy, then I'm not going to buy a cereal. I'll just have some oatmeal or something like that, you know? My serial, like, reasoning, again, to use that overused word, is basically delicious and convenience. If I cared about, you know, my fiber intake from my breakfast specifically, I would eat a bunch of bark. Anyway. D20. How interesting. So, there is a case to be made for using the D20 on that arcade. I'm not gonna do it. Happy to see you, D20. Hope to never see you the fuck again. Now, that D20 will be the other focus of my reroll, and we'll just hedge our bets on hopefully getting a half-decent item from Mom. We're not gonna get a deal with the devil unless we get like a surprise tarot card or telepills or something before the fight, which is not super likely, so, you know, not an ideal floor, but we've made some positive steps, I think. More bombs, more money. Yeah, we're not even going to get a reroll before the boss fight, so we're just going to have to abandon that item room. But we did get the compass on this floor. If nothing else, compass is great. And it's worth a floor sacrifice to get the compass, I think. Alright, buddy. Let's do this, Mom. Sacrificial dagger doing work. I don't think it blocks shots. Again, jury's kind of out on that one. I mean, the jury's not out. My jury is out because I just never looked into it. And I sometimes don't trust what people tell me in the comments because people tell me one thing and then I'm hard-headed and I don't listen. And then as soon as I listen, people are like, no, actually, you were right. People, they just don't know what they're talking about or they were trolling you. So, you know, the only person I trust 100%, and not even 100%, probably like 75% is myself. So you got to go through a long vetting process before I consider your opinion over mine, I think. Which sounds really, you know, egotistical, but all I really know is myself. So that's the words to live by, I think. So we took the Polaroid. There's no curse room here, which sucks real bad. We do have map plus compass. We got the coat hanger from the Mom fight. So now we place our faith in Blast Hard Cheese, as they may say. We really need a deal with the devil on this floor if we're going to become Guppy. Otherwise, our odds go substantially down. You know, it's like a cold case. If you don't solve, or if you don't get any lead on a murder in the first 48 hours, your odds of solving the case go down 50%. If we don't get a deal with the devil on this floor, deal with the angel doesn't count. If we don't get a deal with the devil on this floor, our odds of becoming Guppy fall to nearly nil, I would say. Not 100%, because there's still curse rooms, there's still, you know, the possibility of things like Joker cards and stuff like that. This turret was incredibly strong. But it becomes an unlikelihood as opposed to a definite possibility, I would say. So this run's been very good so far. As mentioned, even if we don't become Guppy, I think we got a realistic shot at victory here. That was bad dodging. Spirit Heart down the drain, and that's really what the problem is going to be now, is that, you know, we haven't taken damage too often, and our defensive abilities mean we probably won't take damage too often, but when we do, it's double damage, so it hurts twice as much. Like, literally, but also, you know, in an overarching kind of, like, narrative context, and on an emotional level, so, we're gonna have to be smart about this. Please give me adequate deal with the devil chances. I will talk about that. Alright, it's Skolex. Skolex is, your ideal boss fight at this point if you want to get a deal with the devil. That was a, what the, okay, there's that bug explosion, or explosion bug, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I was just wary for a second because it felt like I was gonna explode. I'm glad I'm not gonna explode, probably. Now, you just, yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. I am an idiot that lowered our chances fairly substantially. Why stand so close to the fire? You gotta learn something from Chris Gaines, man. Stand outside the fire. Oh, I fucked it up. Okay. Well, we could still become Guppy. It's just kind of unlikely. Womb Part 2. Okay, there is a boss trap room. That doesn't interest me that much. I got excited because I thought there was a curse room. There's not. Alright. So, really at this point, we're hoping for a curse room on the cathedral to make our Guppy dreams come true. And to be honest with you, 9 lives might actually be more trouble than it's worth right now. So, I don't even know if I would want to roll with that. I'm really not confident in saying that we have a great build for the late game bosses, which is an important part of winning, is just having a good build for the late game bosses. And I don't know, we may. Our rate of fire and number of shots, like just from quad shot, is really high, So I expect that there will be a lot of shots coming in from Isaac and Blue Baby. But I also do have more or less a full suite of orbitals, whether or not Sacrificial Dagger actually blocks shots accepted. So it's an interesting situation, for sure. I think, you know, do those balance out? Is one more prevalent than the other? And when it comes to its effect on my chances of success? Possibly, but I think we're okay, maybe. I expect to get whittled down a little bit on those boss fights. I don't expect to steamroll them. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did better than maybe it makes it sound like I'm expecting. Getting all these Spirit Hearts randomly is awesome as well. Yeah, I'm just chilling over here. There's not much you can do about it, so don't sweat it too much. Oh, that was... I snuck back to the rocks so quickly. I'm actually amazed that I got hit there. Should have been hit again, so you know what? Let's call it even. You did a good job there, game. I appreciate it. More keys means with our next key, I can actually feel good about opening golden chests before the chest itself, which is a blessing. And what a quietly, like, confident run we've had here. I think it's fair to say at this point that taking Guppy's tail was probably objectively the wrong thing to do, but hopefully you realize that I did that for entertainment's sake and to give myself a chance of becoming Guppy, you know? It wasn't just to... It wasn't because I thought, you know, this is the World Finals of the Binding of Isaac Championship and this is what's going to give me the best chance of success. It was because I was doing it for you. I was thinking of you when I did it. No matter who you are, where you're from, to some extent what you did, but seriously, like, if it's truly heinous, you got to let me know. As long as you love me. Okay, bombs go down. The bang dicky, you know the drill at this point. Up jump the boogie is the end of that. We don't need to save bombs because we have more than enough bombs to do decent damage to Isaac and Blue Baby as is already. And I would rather just finish the Mom's Heart boss fight and kind of get some momentum going here. Zambros? Not Zambros, Larry J's. Now, with those Larry J's dead, now we get the Zambros, and we're halfway through this fight already, and a little bit more than halfway because Rage is working out in my favor, and good. This should be it very, very quickly. No Chub to deal with. A couple of eyeless ooze guys that got caught in the crossfire. And it's up to the next floor, which is not a Curse of Darkness, and there is a curse room almost on the way. I got hit there. At least I didn't get hit the second time. So do I want to sacrifice a Spirit Heart to go into that curse room? I've got to. If our health looks decent going into it, I've got to give it a shot. This becomes so much more difficult if you don't get one kill early on. Oh, fuck. Hit him. Hit him where it hurts. Hit him where it at least aggravates him slightly. Almost any hits would be welcome at this point. Come on. There we go. And we're good. Birdfoot. Can't take it, and it's shitty anyway. Oh my god. This room, man. This room's not even that bad, really. I'm just, like, I'm getting worn down by 3 vaginal fucking flying flies every single time I enter an establishment here. We're going to the curse room. We're gonna make it work. That is not great. I will. I don't regret it. What do we got? Oh, you've let me down for the last time. Well, we'll use this Magician card on the Isaac fight. I still think we should survive the Isaac fight. This is my ideal room right now. Couple of Fistula parts to deal with. They're gonna create bombs, but as long as I stay reasonably far away, Rage builds up super quickly. We one-shot the bombs, and you know, Bob's your uncle, right? Bomb's your uncle, more like. And not gonna open that, even though we did use exactly the same reasoning to open a chest earlier. Don't do the flying thing. That's it. I can do this dodge all fucking day. All right, explain to me how I got them down to 33% of their HP before one of them actually died. Or don't, that's fine too. You know what, I'm gonna try to blow this up. Maybe we'll get a Spirit Heart. We got a single penny. Probably worth it, I wasn't gonna do anything with it. Alright, Magician. Let's do this. Oh my Lanta, there are an awful lot of shots here to dodge. So, I'm relying on you, Pretty Flies, Cubes of Meat, and Sacrificial Daggers. We're not gonna improve our damage very much via Rage over the course of this fight, not until the Angel Fetuses show up, and by then it's pretty much already too late. But I'd say the fight's going alrighty so far. Saturday Night's Alrighty for Fighting. You remember the song that Elton John covered from the Nickelback original. Trying to maximize the internet hate machine if possible. And we're gonna live. I'm fairly confident, like 2/3 confident of our survival on this fight. And now we can actually sneak in some of these bad boys, get some extra damage. It's maybe the one time in my recent Isaac life that the Magician card hasn't been functionally basically terrible. Yeah, we're gonna live just fine. Man, wish Guppy's Paw would show up now. That could really help us out. Still only have 4 keys, so I'm not opening this golden chest. I just wanted to make sure we got back to a half-heart interval, and sure, here we go. Let's make this happen. Sister Maggie, Celtic Cross, Peeper's Eye, and the Relic. Very interesting, isn't it? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Celtic Cross. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm gonna re-roll the other 3, because we need to re-roll the other 3. The Relic will give us 1 Spirit Heart, probably, over the course of the remainder of the game. That's not worth it, in my opinion, when we could re-roll it and maybe get Polyphemus or something. Peeper's Eye, just not good enough. Sister Maggie, just not good enough. We need to shoot for the fences. One great item is better than 3 shitty items. And we got Mr. Mega, Polyphemus, and Infestation. We're gonna take Polyphemus, and we're gonna take Mr. Mega. That was more or less the best way that could have possibly gone. You know, of course there are items that, you know, if we'd gotten Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, and then Max's Head or something, that would have been better. But within reason, that is an amazing turnout for us. So I'm very, very happy with the way that went. And hopefully we didn't permanently fuck ourselves there. Like, by the time I finished my sentence, it had resolved itself, but I was very concerned that war would be stuck in that wall. Well, what was the other item back there? I forgot. I was thinking about re-rolling it, I think. Please. Oh, I can fly, so I don't need to worry about these motherfuckers. Okay. I should look for the secret room. Come on, just drop like 2 Spirit Hearts here. That would make me feel so much better about myself. Yum Heart. Doesn't really benefit us, unfortunately. But it's better than the D6, it is. What was back here? It was Infestation. I'm gonna take it. Our flies are gonna do some serious damage. And I think I'm just gonna take Yum Heart into the boss fight. We can use it to give us 1 extra HP. I was really hoping that would be the Ankh. Alright, well this is indeed a moment of truth. This should be interesting. I think we've got a decent chance. I'm gonna shoot in as many bombs as I fucking can. Yum Heart we'll just use after our first permanent Polaroid invincibility would be the best. Oh, okay, sneak in there. Oh man, my flies fucked up my Mr. Mega action. Thanks a lot, Infestation. Maybe I was better off not becoming Guppy. Don't have to be around your dirty paws all day. Flies don't have paws, but that's okay too. I think we're gonna win, and I think a lot of it, you know, comes down to getting good items. But I think another great portion of it comes down to that very, very bold but also intelligent reroll at the end of the game. I got lucky with the reroll, but I had to put myself in a position to get lucky by rerolling like 3 items that normally I would have taken. I'm very proud of that decision-making process at the end of the run. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps me out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.